So if I did my math right, you delivered 25 Matterport tours that totaled 1,100 scans between the Matterport Pro3 camera, Matterport Pro2 camera, walked 15 miles, took nearly 24 hours, probably 24 hours if you included the additional team member. Did you scan the entire stadium?
The video froze a little bit here. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. I think you asked, did we do the entire stadium?
Yes.
We did 70% of it. We didn't have to do the boiler rooms or the mechanical rooms or anything like that. We did about 70%, I'd say. And I forgot to leave out one of the bigger numbers was by our estimations, it was over 400,000 square feet in total that we scanned.
Okay, so of the 400,000 square feet, I believe you scanned all the seats, the concourses, lounges, at least one of the restaurants, some of the suites. Am I leaving anything out?
No, that was it.
But you didn't scan the diamond itself.
No, we did do the outfield. They were doing a lot of work on the infield, the diamond area, and they're very particular about keeping people off that when they're doing work. So they kept us off it.
Okay, and just for clarification, this is the Oracle Park Stadium in San Francisco that's right behind you.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
With the Giants.
Awesome. Anything else in terms of the scale and scope of what you actually scanned?
No. I mean, I think that covered it. It was
okay. Awesome. So let's move into actually, well, what do you learn from walking 15 miles, scanning for almost 24 hours, delivering 25 tours, nearly 1,100 scans? You had prepped me with some of the some of your learning. So let me see if I can prompt you with some keywords. Sure. And see if I can have you riff a little bit. Start low.
Start low, yeah. So I'm a firm believer that the Pro3 can see better going up than it can going down. So if you start low on the field, you'll get a lot more usable data as you go up, kind of like trailing data or leading data as you go up, which should help with alignment issues and possibly even coverage. I might be able to scan further apart and save the number of scan points. So I would have preferred to have started low. In this case, first day I had to start as high as the ballpark was and work my way down. And the second day I started low and worked my way back up to the meeting point.
And why is that? Why couldn't you just start low if that's what your thinking was?
They had some field access issues or limitations on the first day, so they didn't want anybody on the field at all, and that's why I started.
But in a perfect world, you'd start low and work your way up and probably have a better scanning experience. Yep. Plan your route.
Yeah, so providing good 3D tours, whether it's just for a data file or for marketing purposes or whatever the use case is, I prefer to have connected spaces, as few tours as possible. And by planning your route ahead of time, you can see where those connection points are, whether it's a pedestrian ramp or an escalator. Where are the elevators to avoid, because you can't scan in an elevator. So yeah, planning your route, seeing how you're going to go about doing things, how you're going to move.
Did you do a walkthrough days prior to scanning? Did you do that as the first thing that you did when you showed up? Did you look at floor plans before you began? What was your approach?
I had some aerial images and a few inside the park aerial images that were provided to me by the client that had a preferred path that they would have liked me to take in scanning. And it helped as a general guide, but it wasn't really useful. It wasn't reality. I mean, they had scan points every like 50 feet apart and rows, so many rows apart. And that wasn't what I experienced when I was there. So I kind of threw that out the window. But no, I wasn't able to get in ahead of time and pre-plan it. I would have liked to. So that's something that I'm adding to my list for future projects.
Okay. You mentioned elevators, escalators. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so stadiums are huge and there's multi-levels, and there's some areas where just elevators can access. So those had to be separate tours. There's some areas where there's escalators, but an escalator will go from the first level to the third and skip the entire second level. So just
So let's try that again.
yeah, sorry.
That sounds great.